Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Today, we're going to take a look at the 14th studio album from this Christian metal band. They've been around for quite a while now, since the 80s. That's 14 studio albums, although one of them is a re-recording of some of their classic songs, and the other is a covers album. So really, they've got 12 full-length albums of all original material. This is the latest on Frontiers Records. They've been on Frontiers Records for a while now. The band is Stryper. The album is The Final Battle. Now, Final Battle, I don't know if that's got any significance whatsoever to the future of this band. I kind of hope not, because they've been on quite a roll in recent years. Let's take a look at this before we start talking about the music. All right. Whoops, as the CD goes flying out of its case there. That's never a good thing. And there we've got, dropping things all over the place. There are the guys right there, wearing their yellow and black. And then we got the booklet. Does Michael Sweet, have to wear that eye patch all the time? Does he have an eye issue? I was kind of looking that up. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Here you got pictures of all the guys and full lyrics. That's a cool picture right there. Playing their gear, right? So, of course, in the band, we've got Michael Sweet on lead vocals, lead and rhythm guitars. You've got Robert Sweet, his brother, drums and percussion. Oz Fox on lead and rhythm guitars, backing vocals, and Perry Richardson on bass and vocals, with Paul McNamara helping out with organ, keyboards, and Moog synth, and additional backing vocals from Charles Foley and Keith Pillman. So, I really dig that shot of them, They're older, but they still looks like Stryper. Still got the colors. Still playing the kick-ass guitars. So I've got a long, weird history with this band. I listened to them quite a bit in the early days when they first burst on the scene. And I kind of got a little disenchanted with them because I felt, I totally accept that they, the Christian lyrics, it's all lots of pro-God stuff and all that. And I get it. That's all fine and dandy. I just found some of the vocals in the choruses were really saccharine-y sweet for my nature. After saccharine-y sweet, Michael Sweet, I didn't play in that, but after a while, and I was I love the guitars and I love the riffs, and then the overall musicality of the band was always off the charts. I mean, these two guys are just killer guitar players, but after a while, I just found their music was lacking something for me. It was just a little too slick, right? Especially on the vocal, and Michael's a great singer. I just found all of it a little bit too, I don't know. I lost interest in them for a while. And then, not that long ago, I started listening to some of the latter period stuff. And I was the latter period stuff is definitely darker and heavier. It's less of so bright and uplifting, and that's what the early stuff is. And this is, a lot of the messaging is the same. I mean, they still got a lot of the stuff is very, Christian oriented, lyrically speaking. But I just find the tone of the music is a little darker, certainly heavier. I mean, this is a pretty heavy album. And if you listen to any of the last couple of albums, even The Devil Believes, Goddamn Evil, Fallen, More Hell to Pay, some of the last decade or so. Really heavy stuff. And again, you got all the crazy good guitar soloing and riffing and whatnot, and Michael still sounds amazing. I just think he's singing a little in a different tone. Obviously, he's a lot older. This is 35 years after the band first debuted or thereabouts. But I find I like the tone of these latter period albums a little bit more than the early stuff. And I like the early stuff quite a bit when I was first, listening to Stryper. Yellow and Black Attack, Soldiers Under Command. I was totally into that. To Hell with the Devil. But now, when I listen to the older stuff, I'm kind of I don't enjoy that as much as the latter period stuff for me. There's great songs on the early period too, but I'm getting ahead of myself because Rich Catino and I are going to be doing a ranking the albums of Stryper in the not too distant future. So we'll talk more about that then. But back to this album. You've got 11 songs on here, produced by Michael Sweet. Like I said, pretty damn heavy album, really rocking, crunchy riffs everywhere, blazing solos, good anthemic choruses, right? But it's just not so kind of syrupy for me, and it's just like they don't the Christian message is not like pile drived into your face as much, which I kind of think I kind of like. Transgressor is the opening song. Kick-ass heavy track, like that quite a bit. You got See No Evil, Hear No Evil, another really great song. Same Old Story, that reminds me of like the Stryper of old. That's very kind of sing-along-y, kind of more uplifting song. I like that. It's pretty good. Heart and Soul, another great track on here. Near is really, really strong. Out, Up, and In, track number 6, good rocker. Rise to the Call, great riff in that song. Like it quite a bit. The Way, the Truth, the Life, okay, that's also really, really strong. For me, the last 3 tracks are absolutely killer. You've got No Rest for the Wicked, track number 9. Absolutely face-melting riffage in that song and blazing solos. Really good headbanger. The title track, Till Death Do Us Part, is, oh, not title track. The track number 10, Till Death Do Us Part, is also really, really strong. And then you got the fist-pumping killer track number 11, Ashes to Ashes. And most of these songs are like 4.5 minutes. Really, it's not that long of an album. I think it's like maybe 45 minutes in total. But really, really good. Really heavy. Darker tone. I mean, the whole like cover stuff, the cover artwork kind of falls in line with the tone of the album, which I like quite a bit. But yeah, really strong album. I would say if you want to go check out a couple of songs first to see if it's something that'll grab you, Ashes to Ashes is great. No Rest for the Wicked is great. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. What's another? Transgressor, I guess. Those are probably my favorites, but really the whole album is quite strong. And I like the production on it. Like, it's got big fat riffs. Awesome, virtuoso guitar solos. These guys never disappoint on the guitar solo front. And his vocals are just great. And it's just an anthemic album. It's heavy. A couple soft songs, but just like, not overly so. I like this a lot. Like I said, I've really been enjoying the more recent Stryper albums, and that may influence my ranking when Rich and I sit down to do the album ranking of these guys. But we'll see how it goes. Right, that's a few weeks away yet, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, check it out. Frontiers Records, Stryper, The Final Command. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together. All the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And we'll be back with you with some more stuff. I'm hoping to get, we'll definitely have Alter Bridge for you today. And I want to get one of these live albums for you today as well, because we've got Van Applause live. We've got Steve Hackett live. We've got Frank Zappa live. But we got Avatarium, Borealis, Tedeschi Trucks Band, Nuka's Barkin'. We've got Dragonland, Eden Bridge, Impellitteri, Motor Psycho, the new Leather Wolf, all sorts of cool stuff. Iron Savior. So there's lots of great new things here. Also the new Beatles, Revolver remix. So a lot of stuff that I want to get to over the next couple of Wednesdays. So we'll bring them as we bring them, right? So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon here with more stuff here on the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.